And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Come on, everybody. Here we go.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Hello, boys! I'm back!
Well, hello everyone. Happy New Year and welcome to another episode of the Film Box Podcast. It's 2025, but the boys are here and we're talking movies. I'm your host, Aaron Souza. I'm joined today by the crew, the usual crew. It's Connor and Sam. How you guys doing?
Howdy, howdy.
New year, new me. How we doing?
Yeah, new year, new. Do you guys have any resolutions, New Year's resolutions for this year?
I don't believe in that stuff.
Okay.
Why wait all year to make a resolution if you might as well just do it now, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, I get it. Like, some of them are like long-term plans. Like, oh, I want to be better with money. I want to stay on top of my fitness.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them, it's just like you're setting yourself up for failure. Because, like, if you need to remind yourself to do it now, chances are you're not going to stick with it. But I believe in people, and I think that people can be better if they stick to their things. So yes, I do believe in resolutions.
Absolutely. Well, that's great to know. It's January now, boys. If you didn't know, the month after December is always January.
You sure?
Yes, and as we are recording this on New Year's Day, we have turned the page to 2025, and we are now looking ahead. But we have to, I think this month we've decided is kind of our awards month, where instead of doing our usual games or tier lists or reviews, January we focus on it's the awards season. And so we've got a bunch of stuff to cover this month. We're going to be doing our annual Film Box Awards next week, which, stay tuned for that. But for now, we've got to talk about the Oscars because the nominees list comes out in a couple weeks. So we're here doing our predictions for who's going to get nominated, what our best picture power rankings are, and talking pretty in depth about best actor, best actress award, the acting awards, the directing awards, and best picture. So looking forward to that. But first, before we do that, we got to talk about what we've been watching lately, starting with anyone who wants to go first, which is always Sam. Why don't you go first?
All right. So this year I watched a total of 173 movies.
Nice. I like that.
Which is 2 less than 2023. So hopefully this year I can get more than that. But since
that's
last
your
time
resolution.
Yes, that's my new
resolution. Yeah, there you
go. But since last time we recorded, where was that? Okay. Last one I said was the More That We're Here. So obviously it was around Christmas time, so I watched Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Frosty the Snowman, Christmas Vacation, A Christmas Story, and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. All around Christmas time. And then I also watched Anchorman. Rewatched Anchorman just because it was on Netflix and just wanted to watch it. I finally got around to see the Lego Batman movie. I haven't seen that before.
Nice.
That one's good. I like it.
I'd say one of the best Batman movies out there.
Honestly, it's up there.
It's up there.
That's incredible.
One of the best animated movies, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just wanted to, and then I watched Ender's Game, just again on Netflix. Just was in the mood for something like that, some sci-fi. And then I rewatched just Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, and then Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. So I was on my plane ride home. I was just trying to. I was on the plane ride back. I'm like, I don't know what to watch. So
there you go.
Was it on the plane screen?
No, I downloaded it. Just watched it on my phone.
Smart man.
I have seen. Since
hold up, Sam. What are you drinking?
Okay.
I'm drinking a little smoothie from Intajuice.
Oh,
I was gonna say it looks like you got a little crazy concoction over there. I want to know what it is.
Yeah, dude, that's decent. All right, I will go next. In 2024, I watched 217 movies, or I had 217 diary entries. So, sat down for 217 films. In 2023, I only had 160 diary entries, so I improved that game by 57, which is quite a lot. Since we last recorded, though, the number of movies I have seen is 15, which is a lot. So I'm going to quickly run through all of them. Watched Before Sunset, just because I really wanted to, and wanted something quick during the evening while Em and I were sitting in bed, so I put on Before Sunset. Fucking love that movie. Then I was able to finally see Juror Number 2, which is great. I really enjoyed Juror Number 2. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Watched the movie Reality Bites, which is a Ben Stiller directed movie from the 90s starring Winona Ryder and Ethan Hawke, which was really great. It was good. I enjoyed it. Em showed me Brother Bear for the first time.
Yeah.
I had not seen it. Brother Bear was fun. Followed that up with Conclave. I did actually, on the 23rd, I did a double feature of Conclave, which I really liked, and then Challengers, which I really liked. Obviously, I'd seen Challengers before, but not Conclave. Rewatched Star Wars on Christmas Eve because I needed something to watch, and that's what I chose. And then Em and I sat down for Frosty the Snowman on Christmas Eve as well, and I did not like it at all.
It's not a good one.
No. On Christmas Day, our good old Christmas Day movie was Julie and Julia for some reason. And then watched A Complete Unknown in theaters, which was awesome. We will talk about it. Follow that up with the movie Y2K, which is the new Kyle Mooney film with Rachel Zegler. I did not like it at all. That review will be coming soon. Then I watched for the first time The Bourne Identity. I was starting to run on the Bourne movies, which I'm looking forward to. And then to finish out the year, on December 31st, we had 2 movies come to streaming that I have been hotly anticipating watching. So I sat down and watched A Real Pain, which is incredible. And then Em and I finished the year off with 15 Minutes to Midnight by watching Wicked. So that is the last movie that I saw of 2024. And I am drinking water in a Boston Red Sox
Sippy cup.
sippy cup. Yeah, there you go.
Sippy cup.
So, as the heavy hitter on this pod, in 2023, and I'm looking at my Letterboxd stats. Apparently in 2023, I did not know how to use Letterboxd because my first movie I logged was in March.
Nice.
But in 2023, I watched 237 movies.
Jesus.
In 2024, those were rookie numbers. Juice them up. I learned how to use Letterboxd. I watched 357 movies.
Holy shit.
That was good for pretty much one a day.
Yeah. Holy crap.
We'll not be doing
dude.
that again.
That's a lot.
Well, you did your October thing this year.
That's the thing. Yeah, I do my spooky October one movie a day.
My
but
God.
To wrap up my 2024, I watched Thelma. That was fun. Watched Die Hard with Erin and her friend Lexi. We could put a bow on it. It's a Christmas movie. Nothing happens in that movie without Christmas. Then Christmas Eve hit a three-peat. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. The Grinch, the 2018 version, easily the worst of the three. And 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. It's a family tradition. We always watch it with the little mice. Banger.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas Day, I watched Tombstone while I was waiting for everyone to wake up.
Yes! Yes!
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It was pretty good. All I could think about is how you chose Doc Holliday as your iconic character over Mary Poppins. And it's so funny that they just made him sick and dying the entire movie because every time he's on screen, he is just could not look worse.
Yes.
But he is so funny.
It's so good.
He is good.
Iconic.
Watched The Florida Project. Very good. I watched that before I watched Anora, but I think I forgot to log it, so I just logged it there.
There you go.
And then to wrap up Christmas Day, I watched Dead Poet Society because I told Aaron it's kind of like The Holdovers, like it's because I hadn't seen it. I hadn't seen it in a year. I was like, yeah, no, there's snow involved. And then we finished it, and I was like, no, that was actually kind of nothing like The Holdovers.
No, one kid kills himself in it.
Yeah, no, the only thing that's the same is it's an all-boys school, and
there's winter.
It's at winter, not even Christmas. Then I watched the Netflix documentary Buy Now, The Shopping Conspiracy, the day after Christmas. If you really want to feel good about your shopping habits.
Yep.
Then I watched The Red Rooms, really good little thriller conspiracy movie. On Hulu, I watched Night Bitch, which is a movie with that exists. That's all I need to say. It's not great. It's not bad. But then to wrap up the year, I did a Robert Eggers double feature. I watched Lighthouse to get myself primed and ready for Nosferatu, one of the best movies of the year. So good. Especially if you know the original. I brought Erin and her friend Chelsea. They did not know the original. They did not like it as much. But I loved it. It was so good, so beautiful. Skarsgård is fucking incredible.
Interesting.
And that's it. And I got me a 7-Up Shirley Temple.
Oh.
It's
I've been wanting to find those. Where did you find that?
I think Stop and Shop.
Oh, I might have to go to Stop and Shop after this now because I've been looking for those.
It's good.
And that's a zero sugar. Oh,
it's also zero sugar.
God.
Yeah. They have both.
So good.
Sugar and zero sugar. If you're a prude. Like me.
Yes, I don't do sugary sodas. All right. Are you guys ready to talk about the Oscar nominations?
Yeah.
Our predictions. So I'm not sure how exactly you guys want to, like, what order we want to do this in. I don't know if we want to do, like, acting first, if we want to do the best picture. I think best picture is probably a good place to start.
I was going to say we should probably do that last, like the awards.
We can do that
itself.
last. Okay, sure, we can do that last. So do you want to run down just some of our other, like, predictions for some of the other smaller categories, or I don't know, how do you want to attack this?
Would have been great if we planned this before.
Yeah, no. Well, because we have kind of a general idea. We're going to be talking at length about the 4 acting categories, directing, and best picture. But if there's anything that anyone wants to touch on before that, for any of the other, like, shortlisted ones or anything like that, then, by all means.
No, but I think similar to Godzilla last year with visual effects, I think I will be standing on the table for Nosferatu for cinematography.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, I do think that movie...
Over Dune?
Over Dune. Like, it's just incredibly well shot. And I do think it has the benefit of when it came out. I do think it'll be fresher in people's minds. Not that it really matters to, like, the Academy, but just with hype, it does help.
Well, it does always matter, though. I mean, Dune 2, when you have a movie that was released 8 months ago at this point,
well,
you're
especially
like, what? Yeah,
because you think, like, a movie like Challengers is a great movie. Like, it barely gets mentioned in these conversations because it came out in, like, March or April.
So it definitely has an effect.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really have any that I'm super on fire about. Although I think it's not makeup and hairstyling. Does makeup and hairstyle? No, that's not. What is the one? They have a best costumes category, correct?
Costume design,
yeah, costume design. I will say I think Wicked is going to take that one. I really do. I it kind of blew me away. I'm not gonna lie, but that's what I'll say about that.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean,
same with production design, but yes.
Yeah, I also think maybe, either Furiosa or Gladiator might have a sneaky pull, or at least get nominated for costume design.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I could see that. I could see Furiosa for makeup and hairstyling.
Yeah,
potentially.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying
all right.
to think.
Oh,
Yeah, I think Wicked probably will kind of
yeah.
walk with that one. I mean, just looking at some of the other contenders, it's nothing really stands out like how flashy it was.
Yeah. But all right, let's talk. All right, so let's dive in then to, I guess, do we want to start with Best Director?
Yeah, let's start with Best Director.
All right, Best Director. So there's a whole bunch. Obviously, there's no shortlist out, so this is kind of freewheeling it based on what we've seen, what other critics associations have said. Obviously, Golden Globes noms are out. So the way that we're going to do this is we are going to try and come up with our 5 nominees list, and then any honorable mentions that we think will be just off the page. For me, I think off the rip there are 3 guarantees.
I was
2 definite guarantees, 1 probably.
Give us your 5 person ballot.
So I'll just go with the ones that I think are absolute locks. And that's Sean Baker for Nora and Brady Corbet for The Brutalist. Those guys are absolute locks for Best Director. I think Denis Villeneuve will get in, although from what, something that we were saying just like a couple minutes ago, the distance between now and when Dune 2 came out could hurt it, but I still think he gets in. So those are my 3. Is there any that you guys are like 100% this is a lock?
I would say I had those 2 as well. I would also throw Edward Berger in there for Conclave.
Okay.
Just with how that movie's trending with Best Picture, other awards like Critics' Choice and all that. And I do think Ramel Ross with Nickel Boys.
Yep.
I do think that is a very, very strong contender. That might be the one that bumps Denis out.
Yeah, I have a hard time thinking that Denis will not get it. But he could.
So give me your 5.
So my 5 that I have here. Actually, Sam, what is your 5? Do you have a 5?
So I do. I actually have a couple that wasn't said yet. These 2 I think might get in just because of their name. So I have Ridley Scott and Clint Eastwood.
That's interesting.
Those
are interesting.
I mean, I doubt Clint Eastwood would get in. Just because juror number 2 isn't that popular, I guess.
Yeah.
I think Warner Brothers.
But I just think one of them. I just think either one of them might just get in just because of their name, kind of thing like that.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a possibility.
But I also had Denis, Sean Baker. I actually had Robert Eggers too. I know obviously the Academy Awards don't really like horror movies, so
well, that's interesting too because one of my picks, my that rounds out my 5th is Coralie Farge.
That's
the
my
Substance
5th as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. Something feels like it's in the air for horror this year. I don't know why.
I also agree.
I was saying earlier,
Yeah.
this has been such a phenomenal year for horror, and I feel like, especially on this grander stage, it's not just like for like the horror fanatics. Like, it's not just that we ate this year. It's been like on like this national stage where everyone could be like, no, this movie is legit good, despite like it might not be this genre that everyone loves.
Yeah, like a movie like Terrifier 3 made waves at the box office. I mean, people
that
went
was
out
for
in
the
droves
sickos.
to see that. Yeah, people went out in droves to see that, and I don't know, something just feels like it's in the air. I mean, the big budget, or like I guess the big studio, the major studio films really didn't have a lot of success. It was these indie kind of movies like The Substance, and you've got like Heretic was pretty popular for a little while, and Longlegs made a lot of
That's the
no.
thing.
And
'Cause I feel like if you compare this year to last year was such a strong year for just drama, like thriller, or not thrillers, but like action. And this year, they were still good, but just to a much lesser extent. Because I was like looking back at 2023, like my rankings, and I had like 6 5-star movies. And this year, I had 1. And it's just like, not that this year is worse, but it's just like, I feel like this has been such a stronger year elsewhere than just like the normal Oscar-y type of movies.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So for Best Director, let's lock in the 2 that we think are 100% locks from what it sounds like. It's Sean Baker, Brady Corbet. Obviously, Sean Baker, Honora, that's an incredible movie. The Brutalist, I know a lot of people haven't had the chance to see yet, but it will be coming out soon. I've seen it. It's absolutely phenomenal. I think he pretty much has locked it up for that one. So then now we have some choices to make here.
I think
it
that's
sounds
also,
like...
Sorry, that's also kind of the problem this year. A lot of movies just aren't that accessible up until this point. Like The Brutalist, you can't see yet. Sing Sing, I think, had like a very limited run and then just disappeared. I know. I mean, maybe it's just like a regional thing for us. Like if you live in a major city, like a New York or an LA, yeah, you probably have had access to all these movies for a while if you could attend like all these festivals. But like I can't see A Real Pain, or like A Complete Unknown just came out, like, so I'll be able to see it now. But a lot of these movies,
A Real Pain is out on streaming now, so you can watch it.
But that's the thing. A lot of these movies have been seen by a select few, and the rest of us have to wait until like the middle of January to be able to see them.
Yep.
So I think that hurts it too.
Yeah, no, that's true. All right, so what do we have? What do we think for our number 3 spot here?
Honestly, I think we probably should put John Chu in.
I wanted to talk about John Chu. I'm glad you brought it up, because John Chu is an interesting case, because Wicked is good, is very, very good. But there are parts of Wicked that I think come down to I don't know if it's necessarily a direction choice, but there were choices made in Wicked with how the film looks that I don't agree with.
Okay. I haven't seen
production
it yet,
design.
So I wouldn't know.
No, well, and it's a lot of the concerns that I think we've talked about, and you could see in the trailer is, the production and design looks great, but there's CGI enhancements. The lighting is poor. It's flat. The color is drowned out, and those were all very intentional choices, I guess. I don't agree with it. So, I mean,
I have another name too that kind of fits that bucket, and that's Jax Audiar. I think is how you pronounce it, for Emilia Perez.
Yep. And
that's someone who I think, I know I saw James Cameron was very like championing for this movie too with the Oscars. And I feel like that's someone who could get in just with how much Hollywood is going to try to prop it up. I don't think Emilia Perez is that good of a movie.
Yeah.
I think it's
it's really polarizing.
It's way too jumbled. Like obviously the messaging with like the trans character Emilia Perez is strong. However, the rest of the movie is so confusing. The choices made are... It feels like you're watching 6 different movies at once. And none of them are really that good. But...
So, that said, I do think that there is a chance, a better than not chance, that John Chu does sneak in because of the immense
hype around
wave
the movie
that Wicked has done.
Yeah. That's pretty much what I thought about it too.
Yeah.
Again, I haven't seen it yet,
think,
so I don't know what the stuff you're talking about is, but
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to love about Wicked, and I guess we'll talk about when we talk about Best Picture. But I think for now, I want to put in Denis. I do still think he'll get in.
Yeah.
I think, and if nothing more, it's a merit thing for him, and it's highly deserved. But also, Dune Part 2 is incredible, so I think that's how you spell it. Dune Part 2. Okay.
I think they switched the E and the U, I think.
Sure. Probably.
I don't know.
All right, that leaves us two more spots.
I think Berger gets it for Conclave.
Yeah, I think Berger will get it. I think, given his history with, I can't remember the name now. From 2 years ago. The foreign film, All Quiet on the Western Front. Thank you very much.
Yes, yes,
That's
yes.
the one. I think that will help his case quite a bit. And I mean, this one's tough. I think we've thrown out some good ideas for this last spot. I like the pick on Robert Eggers. I haven't seen Nosferatu, but I think, hype it up. I like the pick for Coralie Farge. I also think that there's a good chance that John Chu sneaks in. So
This is either the John Chu slot or I think it's Coralie. Coralie.
Tim, what do you think? What does your gut tell you?
I honestly think John Chu will get it.
All right.
As much as I don't know, but I just think because of how big Wicked was, I think he'll get it.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. I do. Okay. So that rounds out our Best Director category. So we've got Sean Baker for Anora, Brady Corbet for Brutalist, Denis Villeneuve for Dune Part 2, Edward Berger for Conclave, and John Chu for Wicked. That leaves people like Coralie Farge. I think that's how you spell it. On our honorable mentions. Yeah, say that 5 times fast. Okay, and then any other honorable mentions that we want to highlight? You said Nickel Boys.
Amelia
Ross.
Perez might get it too. Was it Jacques
Jacques
Yeah.
Audard.
Yeah, he might sneak in.
Yeah, I think if you have a name like James Cameron, like really hyping you up, I do think that will carry a lot of weight for you.
There we go. Diard.
Yeah.
Amelia. Wow, if I could type, that would be great. Amelia Perez. Okay. Now, where do we want to move next? Actor. I figure we start with supporting actor or actress. Do we want to do which one do we want to do first?
Let's start with actor.
Okay. I think actor is the easiest race of all of them so far this year.
Yeah.
Like,
so
as far as the winner goes. Oh, we didn't choose a winner. Who do you think is going to win Best Director?
No.
I think Brady Corbet.
I think he does take it, ultimately. I would love to see Denis, but I think The Brutalist is such a sweeping epic that does so much. I think he'll get it. So that's my pick.
Might as well.
Okay. We'll lock in Brady Corbet. Best Supporting Actor. This is the easiest winner for me out of all of the races. And my lock is Kieran Culkin.
Yeah.
For A Real Pain. Is an absolute lock.
Yeah.
And I don't think the race is particularly close either.
Yeah.
That said, there are definitely some to talk about.
I think, again, this is kind of hard because a lot of these are people just I haven't seen yet, so I have to go based off what others are saying. But Guy Pearce seems to be a really strong contender. Clarence Macklin, I feel like, is someone who maybe not as strong, but I feel like he's definitely in the bucket of names who should be there.
He's on my list as well.
I think
Sam-
I think Denzel might get it.
Denzel
Yeah,
might be
I
a
think-
legacy pick too.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's going to be a legacy pick. Although he
Yep,
was good
I
in
think-
Gladiator, I don't think he should get it. But
Yeah. Those are the 4 that I have in my nominees list, like the main 4. And I was really kind of struggling on the 5th one. But I went with Jeremy Strong for The Apprentice.
He was an honorable
I think
mention for me.
his performance is really, really good, really strong, if you will.
Connor, how was Stanley Tucci in Conclave?
He was okay. I would say if anyone were to get it, it would probably be John Lithgow.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was definitely more of like a force with Ray
Yeah.
Fiennes.
That's an interesting, because I've also seen Conclave, and
Oh,
one
yeah,
of
that's
the
right. You
gripes
have seen it
I've
too.
had with the picks or some of these like people predictions, I think to your point, Stanley Tucci was fine. He was good. He wasn't bad, but
Yeah.
it wasn't like award worthy. Same thing with Isabella Rossellini, and we'll talk about that as supporting actress. But I will save that for that discussion.
Yeah, I personally disagree, but we'll hold off.
Okay. So it sounds like Sam. So it sounds like Denzel is on our list. It's all 3 of us are feeling Denzel
Well, hold on. Can I say
for
my list
Gladiator
first?
2. Yes.
So my 5 were Kieran Culkin, Real Pain, Guy Pearce, Brutalist, Clarence Macklin, Sing Sing, Edward Norton for Complete Unknown, and then Yura Borsov for Anora,
Yeah. Okay.
with
okay.
Jeremy Strong and Denzel as my honorable mentions. My first outs.
Okay. Okay. So I feel pretty strongly about Denzel getting a nomination. I have not seen Gladiator 2, so I can't speak to his performance as much, but I know that people enjoy the film, and people were talking a lot about him in the film when it came out. So, Sam, you saw it, so what do you think on that front?
Saw what? Sorry.
Gladiator. For
Yeah,
Denzel.
to be honest, I liked Pedro Pascal better than Denzel in Gladiator.
Okay.
But I think Denzel will get the nom just because of how he is.
Okay.
Other than that, that's pretty much the only thing. Yeah, he was fine. Nothing like to write home about, but he's Denzel, so
Yeah, right. I think name value alone, he gets pretty close. Is there anyone else that you want to throw into the bucket, Sam, that stands out to you?
This might be a stretch, but maybe Tom Hardy in the Bike Riders.
That would be certainly interesting. That would certainly be an interesting one. I liked his performance. I just don't know if the Bike Riders had enough of an impact.
That's what I think.
Just
That's what I
the
thought
point that
too.
you said maybe Tom Hardy, and I had to think, what movie was he in?
Yeah.
But I do think he was good. I just don't know if that movie made it a big enough splash.
That's why I don't think that's gonna happen. But
yeah.
And the other 2 I had was Nicolas Cage. I didn't see Longlegs, but I heard that his performance was really good.
That's an interesting pick too. I like
and
that.
then maybe Chris Hemsworth from Furiosa, but
Okay.
So, what do you think about that, Connor?
See, this is tough because I feel like Longlegs it should be a movie that the Academy would like a bit more. But I would say that he probably didn't do enough.
Would you say more of like Bill Skarsgård and Nosferatu would have?
I personally would consider him. Yeah. Because, the way he is in Nosferatu is literally breathtaking. Like the voice, the makeup, the physicality is all perfect. But again, I don't think that they're going to give I think this is a strong enough group where they're not going to give him a nomination, but
That makes sense.
I wish.
And then
So
so
All right, so that leaves, I think Connor and I had a couple crossovers in Guy Pearce and Clarence Macklin.
I think those are two strong ones.
Yes, I do. I would love to see Clarence Macklin get a nomination. He was incredible in Sing Sing. His story is really great. I think that helps his case a lot. And Guy Pearce, I think he won't win, but he probably will get a nomination.
Yeah.
So, Guy Pearce, The Brutalist. Okay, that leaves us with one spot left on supporting actor. And honestly, it feels pretty open for this last spot. Now, who did you have on your list again, Connor? You had a couple on yours that weren't on here.
Who else did I have? I gotta put back up my sheet.
Edward Norton.
And Yura Borisov. And I would give the edge to Yura just because I've seen Anora and I haven't seen a Complete Unknown yet.
Yeah, I think Edward Norton, I considered it. I think he was very good in A Complete Unknown, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel like an Oscars performance. You know what I mean? Like, usually when you see something, you can kind of pick something out as like, okay, this is significant. I just didn't have that.
It's so hard with like supporting actors and actresses to like pinpoint what it is that the Academy would want.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because you can't do too much, otherwise then you're in the actors conversation, but you have to do something notable. You can't have too much screen time, but you can't not have any screen time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
It's tough. It's real tough. I think out of the two of those guys, I would give the edge to Edward Norton. I think Yura is a great actor, but I don't think, again, he did enough to be part of that category. So, I mean, I'm good with throwing Edward Norton in there.
I mean, you've seen both, so I'll tip the hat to you on that, or I'll give it to you on that one, but I'll put him in the honorable mentions category for sure.
Oh, for sure. Edward Norton for A Complete Unknown. And then your Borisov and also Jeremy Strong. And
do we have anyone else?
Yeah, is there anyone that you want as an honorable mention, Sam?
Let's see, what else? Did you want to throw in John Lithgow or no? I mean, I don't care. I haven't seen a lot of these movies, to be honest, so
that's okay. All right, maybe we just leave it at that.
Yeah,
leave it there. All right, let's move to Best Supporting Actress. So,
this kind of feels like a 2-horse race to me.
Really?
Oh,
I think this really will come down to. Once again, I have to pull up my sheet. I think this will come down to Zoe Saldana and Ariana Grande.
Really? I didn't.
Okay.
I haven't seen Emilia Perez, so I don't know how good Zoe Saldana is in it.
She is very good. I will give her that.
Okay.
That's like the one or two good things about the movie is she is very good, and she has a very prominent role in that movie that really drives everything forward.
Okay. So I feel like I also feel like Ariana Grande is a lock.
Yeah.
I think
I was.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I was really skeptical too. All these people saying, you know, all these acting nominations for Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande and how good. I was very, very skeptical, but I have seen it and I was really impressed. I will leave it at that. She is as Glinda, very, very good at playing kind of this ditzy socialite, I really am like the social status queen, but also a little bit loopy and a little bit out there. But also, I was very surprised at how physical the musical numbers of Wicked are and how well she does in those too. It's actually quite impressive. So Ariana Grande, for Wicked, Zoe Saldana, it sounds like, for Emilia Perez. Now, I want to ask you, because it's been mentioned and it's been in some of the other things, about Selena Gomez for Emilia Perez.
It's like one of those ones where she's not great in Emilia Perez. But
got it.
We've seen it before where it's not always the best 5 performances that got picked.
Yeah.
Like Ana de Armas got picked for Blonde.
Yikes.
And it's kind of just like, I wouldn't have done that.
No.
And I don't think she gets picked.
Mm-hmm.
I did mention her as an honorable mention in my list, though.
Okay.
But I don't think she was that good in the movie. I don't think her songs were that good. In all honesty, when it comes down to like the best original songs, not that we're going to talk about them, but her songs really weren't that good either.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, she was clearly well behind Zoe in terms of who really dominated their performance.
Got it. That makes sense. All right. I want to put in Margaret Qualley for The Substance.
Yes.
I do.
Yeah.
I have her on my list too.
Okay. So I'll put in Margaret Qualley. I think, like I said, there's something in the air about horror this year. And I think that gets her a nomination. But the other ones I'm really open on. I had not much. I was thinking Felicity Jones for The Brutalist.
I have her too.
She was strong, but I just don't know if it was like the performance.
I've seen a lot of Danielle Deadweiler for The Piano Lesson too, with a lot of the other awards. I know we talked about it before, Isabella Rossellini in Conclave.
No.
Listen, she doesn't have much time on screen, but I thought she made the most of that time.
Yeah, see, I don't think she was bad, but there was nothing in her performance that screamed, this person deserves to be an Oscar frontrunner.
Well, that's different than being nominated.
Well, or a nominee, an Oscar nominee frontrunner.
I would say her monologue, when everything's kind of going to shit, is pretty pivotal to the story, and I thought she delivered it perfectly.
Yeah, but like one monologue does not make, for me, one monologue does not make a nominee. I mean, she was hardly fair in the movie.
But that's like the perfect support role.
Yeah.
Like she
I don't know.
did what she needed to do and kind of, I hate saying it because it really sounds rude. She did what she needed to do and kind of got out of the way.
Yeah.
Like there's different levels of being a supporting actor or actress. Like you could be like Ariana Grande, where the movie kind of revolves around you, but there's also just another main star. Or you could really be just like a sidekick. And I thought she was the perfect sidekick.
Kind of like the Judd Hirsch nominee.
Exactly. Exactly. If Judd Hirsch can get it for his, then I think
one scene.
Then I think Isabella Rossellini could get it for Conclave.
Okay, that's fair.
We don't have to put her on here, but I think she's worthy of being in the discussion.
I think if we're talking purely on the nominees, like who we think will get it, I think that unfortunately there's a good chance that she will.
Don't say unfortunately.
I think there's better performances. Nothing against Miss Rossellini. Please come on our podcast.
Not anymore. So apparently,
all right.
I'm looking at goldderby.com, which kind of like tracks like the odds. She has the third best odds.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
to
she has
me.
5-1 odds.
Crazy to me. All right, and then last spot.
I think Felicity. Unless Sam,
Yeah.
who did you have?
I have Jamie Lee Curtis from The Last Showgirl. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Another legacy Oscar.
Shit, you're still going. Damn it.
No, I had
We didn't do enough legacy.
I had Felicity Jones, and then I don't know, maybe Zendaya. I don't for Dune. I was also
tough.
looking at Katie O'Brien for Love Lies Bleeding.
Ooh,
That's
you
a good
know,
one.
that would be an awesome pick.
That would be a fucking phenomenal pick. So far off the board, but I would be so here for it. I thought she was great in Love Lies Bleeding.
All right, so for realistic chances, it sounds like Felicity Jones, but I'm 100% with putting Katie O'Brien on the honorable mentions list.
Yeah.
All right, I'll add in Felicity Jones. Brutalist. Okay. And then Katie O'Brien, Love Lies Bleeding. Danielle Deadweiler as well for the piano lesson. All right. That brings us to our main actor awards. I guess we can start with Best Actor,
Yeah.
since we did Supporting Actor first.
This kind of felt like the easiest one for me.
Really?
Yeah, because I feel like
Interesting.
there's been maybe 5 or 6 names floated the entire awards circuit.
Yeah.
And it was easy for me to just pick which of those 6 I wanted to bump or keep in and which one to bump out.
Let's start with the locks. I think there's 2.
I think there's 3.
There's probably 3.
I mean, in my opinion, there's at least 4 locks.
Interesting. Sam, what do you have any on your list that you're like 100% this person's in?
This is for Best Actor, correct?
Yes, for Best Actor.
I had Adrian Brody, Timothy
Yes.
Chalamet,
Yes.
and those are the only 2
Okay.
that I know is a definite lock.
Yes.
I might put Coleman Domingo in there.
That was one of my locks.
I would put Coleman Domingo, and I'm a champion. He was my pick for a lot of the year for Best Actor. The only thing that I think could get in its way is that people have not seen this movie. And it's just, this distribution is just horrible. And for that reason, I think it might screw him over a little bit.
I think so.
For
Timothy Coleman
which
was-
performance, by the way? I think it's for a complete unknown. That's my opinion.
I haven't seen A Complete Unknown, but I've heard very good things about. I've heard that he's better than that than in Dune. So
Yes. Oh, we never picked a winner for supporting.
Yeah, I was
actress.
gonna say we need to pick
Yeah.
one. I personally
What do
think
we
it's
want?
Zoe.
I think it's going to be Ariana Grande.
I think it's going to be.
I
Ariana
really
Grande.
do.
I think it's
I
going to be
really,
Ariana Grande.
really do.
We can go Ariana because I think
so.
And once you watch Wicked, and it's on home video now, so like if you have a chance, go watch it. You'll be impressed. You really will. You'll see it. Which I never thought I'd say about Ariana Grande in acting, but I am.
so, yeah. Is that she'd be on her way to an EGOT?
Yeah. Yep. All right. Timothy Chalamet for A Complete Unknown. Adrian Brody for The Brutalist. I want Coleman Domingo very, very badly. So I think he gets in.
He gets a nomination.
I think he gets a nomination.
Coleman Domingo for Sing Sing.
I think Ray
Okay.
Fiennes is a lock for Conclave.
Ray
Fiennes.
Fiennes might be one because Conclave. I heard he was really good in Conclave, and two,
He was
I think it's just
phenomenal in Conclave.
because of it's Ray Fiennes. So
That's the thing. That's why I think he might be the favorite. I think it comes down to
Interesting.
him and Brody for who wins it, and I think it might lean Fiennes for like his career. And not to say it's a legacy win because he definitely would deserve it just on Conclave alone, but I think that might be a tilting factor.
I will say, do not, and I'm being 100% serious, do not sleep on Timmy. His performance in A Complete Unknown is incredible. It's transformative. I mean, I wrote it in my review. It is a performance where it's a rare performance from a guy of his stature, where you look at it and say, okay, I know I am watching Timothée Chalamet, but this is Bob Dylan. I'm watching Bob Dylan. He disappears as Timothée Chalamet, the person, and becomes Bob Dylan, the character, which is not an easy thing to do for for someone of his stature, I guess, in pop culture. So, and he is really, really, really good at it. He did all of the singing in the movie. Don't sleep on him. I've heard a lot of people have been talking about he might actually win it.
He's doing a good
Which
press
I would
tour
love.
right now too, so
Yes.
it'll help.
Yep. All right. Well, that leaves us with one last spot, and I have a pick that I think is going to make Connor happy. Because I really wasn't sure who I wanted to put on here. But I think that there's a better than not chance, or there's at least a decent chance that Hugh Grant slides in for Heretic.
I also was thinking about that.
I
That was
was
one.
thinking
That
about it
was
too. Because he did get
Yeah.
the Critics' Choice nominee as well.
Mm-hmm. I think that there's a better than not chance.
He was on my honorable mentions.
Mm.
For me, this came down to Daniel Craig for Queer or Jesse Eisenberg for A Real Pain.
Yeah, I think there's a couple reasons why I didn't pick those. I think Jesse Eisenberg is good in A Real Pain, but he is outshined by Kieran Culkin, and that might hurt him.
That's why I ultimately leaned Craig as my fifth spot.
Yes, and I think Daniel Craig is a solid pick, but I don't think that the movie was received well enough to really be. It was Queer was a pretty divisive movie, on its release, I believe. So
78% critics score, 56 audience.
yeah, I think I just don't know.
I mean, another kind of out of the blue candidate is Sebastian Stan.
And he was. I was also thinking him, but I also think his problem is that he delivered two really good, really worthy performances, and it's gonna split people because one you could lean a different man, and he was very good in that, but also he was really good in The Apprentice. Mm-hmm. It's like both of those are really worthy, and I think those situations is where I think Hugh Grant slides in. I really do.
I could see
I
that.
think that there is a path for that to happen.
We could throw in Sebastian Stan an honorable mention.
Yeah.
I think the only thing is I feel like with Heretic, the Hugh Grant is really good up until maybe like the second half of the movie. When the first half of the movie is he's having the conversation with the two Mormons, and that's honestly the best part. When he is just kind of like lecturing them with like this theological debate of like, is God real? Like, why is your religion the true religion? Once it becomes like this, go down in the basement. That's when the movie kind of devolves for me. And I think it kind of takes a lot of what made Hugh Grant's performance so terrifying, kind of takes a lot away from it.
Got it. That makes sense.
It's still a phenomenal performance. Probably one of the best in horror. for sure. But it's tough.
That is tough.
Especially when remember, he has the uphill fight just of being in a horror movie.
Yeah, that's true. So, who do you want to? I mean, I guess in that case, I think my next best would probably be Daniel Craig.
Was Hugh Grant better than James McAvoy in Speak No Evil?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't seen it, so I just was wondering about those horror movies.
I think the problem is I saw the original after I saw the James McAvoy one, and he's really good in it, but the original is just so much better.
Yeah.
And it kind of just tainted my view of
okay.
the new one. I would also lean Craig.
Okay.
I think he'll get it.
Yeah.
Daniel Craig. Or queer. Okay.
And now,
So that brings us to Best Actress.
nope. Who do we think
Nope.
wins?
Oh,
And
who do we think wins?
And we need honorable mentions.
I think
Honorable
Hugh Grant.
mentions. Sebastian Stan.
And I think my pick is going to make Connor happy. I think maybe Glenn Powell.
Ooh, from Hitman?
Either Hitman or Twisters, one of the two.
I think Hitman.
Twisters is more of a supporting role. I think Hitman is. I like Hitman. I like Hitman.
Hitman could make it, I would say.
Or Gabriel LaBelle. And
Oh, don't get me
Saturday-
started about Gabriel LaBelle.
I know the Academy hates young and up and coming actors and actresses. So,
But I think that I don't know, man. We talk about winners, and you say that. I really, with my whole heart, I believe Timothée Chalamet will win it this year. I really do. I really do. He's got so much going in positive momentum. I feel very confident. And for a long time, I was Coleman Domingo or Adrian Brody. I really was. But
The problem is, can he carry this until the actual awards?
that's true.
Like, if the awards were next week, I would say that matters. But the fact is, like, he has to wait until what, March?
February.
Maybe.
yeah.
Is it February?
That's when the voting ends, yeah.
I guess that's when it really matters.
Yeah. It's March 2nd, so yeah. Is
Yeah,
the
voting
actual
ends
Oscars.
voting ends though in February, end of February.
Yeah. So,
I mean,
okay, so who?
I really think it'll be fine.
I think it comes down to Adrian Brody.
I
You think it's gonna be Ray Fiennes?
I really think it's gonna be Ray Fiennes.
Ooh,
I think it's gonna be him or Brody.
We're really torn here.
I think it was gonna be I think it was gonna be Coleman Domingo or Adrian Brody, one of those two.
And I think it's gonna be something like a Jamie Lee Curtis, where it's like, but not to the same extent of like, you clearly did not deserve this. I think all 5 of these people would deserve it, and it's just like, Ray Fiennes has done his time. We can spot you one.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I
Man,
mean,
so I don't think we even pick a winner then. I mean, it feels like this one is really
this
open.
one's a toss up, yeah.
This will be the toughest one. If we do, I think we should do our game again, like our pick'em. And this is probably going to be the one that will sway it in either of our favors, because we will all pick someone different.
Yep, I agree. All right, best actress time. There's 1 lock, 2 locks, 3.
I think
3 locks.
I think
4 maybe.
I think 2.
I think
There's
2
one
locks.
that I know for sure is getting in.
Yeah,
Is Mikey Madison for
Mikey
Nora.
Madison.
We can just get that out of the way.
Yeah.
But beyond that, this kind of I think Pamela Anderson will get it as well. I really do.
Oh, really?
Yes, for Last Show Girl. She's been getting a lot of critics nominations, a lot of love on in the critics circles and their awards. I think she gets a nomination. Do I think she'll win? Probably not.
Cynthia Erivo. She definitely gets
Erivo,
it.
yeah.
Erivo, sorry.
Okay.
Bad with names. She's definitely gonna get it.
Demi Moore, maybe.
I didn't have Cynthia Erivo on my list, but I only didn't because of the immense how many musicals there are that could be at the top. I don't know if there's going to be any sort of fatigue, but I do think that Cynthia Erivo has a strong case for it, so I will put it on here.
Yeah, I think she was definitely a super strong contender.
Mm-hmm. I do think Pamela Anderson will get it.
I think this is kind of where it opens up a bit, because I think, like Sam, you were saying, Demi Moore for The Substance, she's getting a lot of love in some award circuits. Carla Sofia Gasson for Amelia Perez, she's getting a lot of love, as she should, because she was the other good thing about Amelia Perez.
There's always one when the Oscars come around. There's always one actor or a movie that's kind of comes out of nowhere and gets a nomination. Was it last year? Oh God, it was the swimming one.
Oh yeah.
I forget what it was called.
Well, we have Andrea Riseborough for Dear to Leslie 2 years ago. That came out of nowhere.
Yep. I think
Naiad.
that movie, Naiad, that's the one. I think that movie this year is going to be Lee with Kate Winslet getting a nomination. I know nothing about it, but it's been getting recognition and people are talking about it. I don't know. Some feels like it's going to be that one that just slides in.
I think if it wasn't 5, if it was like 6 or 7, maybe. I think maybe it's Angelina Jolie for Maria. Because I thought I still need to. I think I told you I watched it and I need to rewatch it because I really didn't connect to it. But the thing that is undeniable is she is incredible.
Yeah.
She stole it.
Okay.
I think she is such a strong contender. But I don't know. She kind of falls in the bucket of like, does she edge out like a Pamela Anderson? Can she beat out?
I think they'll both get
Demi
in.
Moore.
I don't think Demi Moore gets it. I think they only give one to The Substance, and it's Margaret Qualley. That's my thought.
No.
Yeah, that's really tough, especially if we're not going to allow someone like Hugh Grant to get in, and fighting the horror battle. I don't think that Demi Moore gets in, but I do think that Pamela Anderson gets in. And I think Carlos Sofia Gascon gets in as well for Amelia Perez. That's what my gut tells me. And
I've heard too. I don't think she'll get in, but Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here is. If you remove everything, I've heard that that's probably the best performance of the year.
Okay.
But just because it's like a foreign film, not a lot of people can see it yet. It's just not on people's radar.
Right.
So I don't think she'll get it yet. But I've just heard that that's probably one of the best performances of the year.
Okay. All right, so we got 2 spots to fill out here. My gut tells me it's
Carla.
Pam and Carla. Sam, do you have any gut feeling either way?
I mean, I would love to see Kirsten Dunst from Civil War, but I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
Yeah, nothing other. I'm looking at them. Yeah, because I haven't seen. I know another high one, and maybe Nicole Kidman, but again, I haven't seen that.
I've heard some rumblings with Nicole Kidman on Baby Girl, but
other than that,
yeah,
I think the other 2 would be the.
Yeah, I mean, because again, we could tap into the well of horror because a lot of women put in some phenomenal performances, but if we're not considering Demi Moore, then unfortunately, like the Naomi Scotts, the Lily Rose Depps.
You're fighting that uphill battle with horror.
I do think Demi Moore should get the Honorable mention.
All right, so who do you think wins Best Actress? I think
it's Mikey Madison.
I think that this is probably one of the easier races. I think Mikey Madison wins it, which would be incredible.
Yeah.
All right. That brings us to Best Picture. And so the way that we're going to do this is we're going to come up with our 10 nominees, and it's going to be sort of a power ranking. So our number one movie is going to be the movie that we believe will win Best Picture, and then kind of going from there down to which nominee probably is has the least chance, the lowest chance to win.
I think, you know what we should do? Do you guys have your list on like a Google sheet or just?
I have it on a Google Doc.
Yeah, me too.
I think the best way to do this is we just say our top 10 and we see what we have in common instead of just trying to list off a bunch of movies.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me do this then. I'm just going to take my list.
Because I put my top 10
into
not
the
in order of what
here.
I think. I just put down 10 of the movies that I think will.
Same.
So, all right, I just dropped in my 10 into our running Google sheet.
Same. So, while Sam gets his, Aaron, why don't you run down your list?
Okay, so my list from just go top to bottom. I've got The Brutalist, Honora, Sing Sing, Wicked, A Real Pain, Dune Part 2, Nickel Boys, Conclave, The Substance, and A Complete Unknown.
Okay. My list is The Brutalist, Honora, Conclave, Wicked, Sing Sing, Nickel Boys, A Complete Unknown, The Substance, Amelia Perez, and Dune Part 2.
Okay. And Sam, why don't you read off
mine
your
is
list?
Dune Part 2, The Brutalist, Sing Sing, Honora. I had Nosferatu in there, Conclave, Challengers, The Wild Robot. I had Monkey Man in there.
I like that. I
and
like
then
that
Amelia
swing.
Perez.
It's so
I love
crazy.
this swing.
It hasn't popped up yet, and I was.
It's like that was such a good movie, and it's just like the year is so long, you just kind of forget about it.
Yeah,
but it was such a
struggle
good
with
movie.
releasing.
it was so good. I hope it gets at least some kind of nomination for like cinematography.
Yeah,
Is it on any short lists? I don't even know.
I doubt it. I mean, it came out so early, and
Yeah, I was gonna say March, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah. Well, we shall see.
Yeah,
but
April.
all right, so it seems like there are some similarities here. So I'm just going to highlight. I don't know. Should we just highlight the similarities?
Highlight it on your list.
Yeah. Okay.
So I mean, we all had The Brutalist.
yes.
We all had Honora.
We all had Sing Sing.
Yep.
Where is the highlight?
Oh my God, Aaron.
Why is
We all
it
had
not? Why do I
Dune.
not see it?
I got it.
Yeah. Oh, it's just a fill color. Got it. Wicked is not all on there. Conclave is all.
Conclave's all on here.
Yep.
And
So
that's
I
it.
think those are, I guess, our for sure locks. There's a couple that I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Are-
reface this one.
Well, no, I think the Wild Robot is a good pick. I really do. That, even though it's animated, there is a chance it slides in. There is.
Yeah, I think it's definitely gonna win animated film.
I think its only challenger is Flow.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Flow. I've heard a lot of people really love Flow.
I think it's one of those ones where we'll see once everything gets announced, but kind of like how with All Quiet on the Western Front, but when you see like it's getting nominated for a bunch of other awards too, like if Flow is nominated for Best Foreign Film too, it's kind of like, okay.
Yeah, it kind of has that.
It's viewed
Yeah.
so highly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So we got complete.
So
maybe I'll do this. I don't think Challengers is gonna.
Challengers is another tough one. I think that falls in the kind of a boat of like a Monkey Man, where it released so long ago that people aren't really thinking about it as much.
Maybe for more like technical stuff.
Yes.
Like sound and probably cinematography, hopefully, but
yeah. So Complete Unknown, for me, one guaranteed lock, mid-tier lock, is A Real Pain. I know you don't have it on your lists, but A Real Pain is really excellent.
that was my first out.
It is going to get a nomination. I left out Emilia Perez for the fact that it has been so divisive. People either really love it and connect to it or really hate it. And even you said you didn't like it.
The thing, I don't have a vote. That's the problem.
Well, right. That's the problem.
The thing is,
so,
I think the people who matter liked it.
Yeah.
And I think that it has enough popularity in those groups where I think I don't want to say it's a lock, but I do think it's going to be one of the lower end nominations.
Yeah, I think it ends up being like first out, like you were saying for A Real Pain. I think
because those were my
out.
like 10, 11 picks, if I could be honest.
Yeah. The Substance, I think, is such a out there. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm championing for it. So I don't know if it'll get in, but I think it has a good chance of being a low end nom.
I think it really depends on if Coralie Farge gets directors. Because if she gets that, I think it's not a lock, but I think it's very up there.
Yep. And then another lock for sure that I have is a Wicked. Wicked will get a nom. Easy.
For sure.
Easily.
For sure.
So,
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have Wicked on mine, but
yeah, I mean, you also haven't seen it, so
I also
understand
haven't
not
seen it.
having
That's
on
true.
there.
Yeah, but I
But I was
don't have it
skeptical
on mine,
about-
but I do think it probably will get a nomination. To be honest,
Okay. So I will
So
drop
you can hide.
Wicked. So that leaves a couple spots open. It seems like we have a pretty well thought out list. A Complete Unknown sneaking in as well. It leaves spots open for The Substance. And I also have Nickel Boys in here. And Nickel Boys is an interesting one because it's lesser known, but it's really unique. And I don't know, Sam, if you know anything about Nickel Boys, but it's a first-person movie. So the whole thing is shot to be in the first person.
yeah, I have not seen it.
I think it's really unique. I haven't seen it, but I think part of just it being innovative in that way and telling an important story
Yeah,
will help it. And also it is good. So I think it ends up getting a nomination. But I guess if we look at like what we have here, there are a couple movies where Connor and I are the only just have. So that would be Nickel Boys is in there as a double nom, and then we also have The Substance. Now, is there anything on your list that you're standing on the table for that you really think will get one? I mean, most of ours are pretty much the same.
I don't know, man. Like it's
I honestly do think Emilia Perez is going to get in.
I do too.
Yeah. So which do you bump out in that case? Because I don't think that A Real Pain loses to Emilia Perez on the nomination. I think A Real Pain, especially with Jesse Eisenberg getting directing love and Kieran Culkin getting acting and Jesse Eisenberg getting acting love, I don't think it misses. I think it's a mid-tier option, but it might knock something out like The Substance.
I
where-
think. I was going to say. I think the Substance might have a better chance than Nickel Boys.
See, it's tough because I feel like this mid tier is just like so flat and so wide open.
Mhm.
Like you can really just pick and choose anything, and it's like probably at the same tier.
Mhm.
So it's like I do feel like the Substance has a really, really good shot this year.
Okay.
At this.
So maybe then sliding out Nickel Boys and sliding in Amelia Perez is what it sounds like.
Yeah. I feel like
I think that's
yeah, so if we start like putting numbers to these, I feel like
Yep.
I feel like the Brutalist might be the favorite to win.
The Brutalist is high. It's between, for me, Anora and the Brutalist, I think.
I think the Brutalist wins just because it's such like an epic. And I don't know, I was reading that the Academy doesn't love like graphic like sex work type films. It doesn't just love sex. So I don't know if that will come into play here. Like, I mean, we have Mikey Madison winning Best Actress, but I don't know if
Yeah,
it'll
you
come
don't
into
know,
play. Because I mean, the movie's a lot more than sex,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
But that first half is pretty jarring.
Well, I mean, Poor Things won quite a few things last year, so
That's fair. Emma Stone did win Best Actress.
Well, exactly.
And,
She won Best
that was-
Actress. It did not win Best Picture.
Yeah, that's true.
but it won a lot of other things as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's why I mean,
Um,
I think the Brutalist is probably 1 and Anora's 2.
Yeah.
I think
Conclave's probably 3.
I think Conclave is 3. Sing Sing is 4.
Conclave 3, really?
I really think it's up there because I think, and we're not talking about it this episode. I think it's not a lock. I think it's high up there for original screenplay. I think it's.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna be when it's screenplay or no, it's adapted. Screenplay.
Adapted screenplay, yeah.
I think it'll get that one.
I might. What were you thinking, Aaron? Sing Sing above that, or Dune?
I think Wicked might have a really high shot.
Really.
I don't agree with it. I do still think Wicked gets a nom, but I don't think. I think people are sleeping a little bit on the Wicked train. I think it there's a lot of love for it.
I was gonna put it at 4.
I would say Sing Sing is my favorite movie. So that, I would love to put that high up. But yeah. I mean, Sam and I both have Sing Sing at the 3rd spot. I am okay with that. The only thing is, like, I know I've seen it. So it's like, I know how good it is. But so many people haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard. If you're feeling really strongly about Conclave, I'm okay with putting it up high, but I don't think it's I don't think as far as winning, it has the best chance.
I think 4 then, because I do think if there's a tier, it's above the mid tier.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think there's like a strong, I would say top 2, then maybe like another strong 3, 4, 5, and then it just kind of opens up.
Not pee
Okay.
pee poo poo.
No.
Yeah.
If it's like S tier, A tier, and then a big B.
So are we actually sliding out Nickel Boys and putting in Amelia Perez?
I
that
think Nickel
kind
Boys at least gets an honorable mention.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
Okay, so let's slide in Amelia Perez in that spot.
That's the 10th spot for me, if I could be honest. I think
Amelia Perez, yeah.
I think
Substance is probably number 9 too.
yeah.
See, I think I'm glad that we're agreeing on A Complete Unknown. I think that as a movie goes, it falls pretty standard into the biopic tropes.
I was gonna say The Complete Unknown is not going much higher than the
No,
Substance.
I was going to put
I-
Complete Unknown at 8.
I have it at my 10th, but I'm okay with putting it at 8. I just don't think, as far as best picture goes, it has the best shot of winning.
I'll move it.
It is my lowest rated
We can-
on
yeah,
the
we can do
movies that
that.
I've seen.
I'm good with that. Substance at 8.
Yeah.
Complete Unknown
Yep.
at 9.
Just because of the movies that I've seen, it is my lowest rated at a 3.5. For reasons outside of the performances. The performances are great. It's just very by the books.
I
It's
think
very standard.
amongst us three, this could be a hot take. There's no shot Doom Part 2 is winning this.
No,
I
no
don't think
chance.
No shot.
No chance.
That's why I'm going to put it here. It's a great movie.
There's so much going against it, you know? There's some
came
really
out-
excellent movies.
It was excellent. It came out early. It's a middle movie in a trilogy, and I feel like they really don't appreciate the middle child.
Middle. Yeah. Yep.
And then you have like Timothy's like campaigning for a Complete Unknown, so I feel like that's where a lot of the attention's going. Even if
Yeah.
it's just for Best Actor, I feel like a lot of people are not going to think of Dune Part 2.
I think this is where ultimately ends up for number 6. I think Sing Sing ends up being there. Because of how little people have seen it. Like how few people have actually seen it. Unfortunately, because it is just so good.
I would love it if they, at the end of the awards, they gave like you know how like sports have like their MVPs and Hall of Fame bracket or voting. If they broke it down like that, I would love to see like which actually came in what place. Because as of now, it's very binary for us. It's like you win or you don't. But I would love to know if did it actually come down to like an Honora and a Brutalist, or was it was it a Wicked that just like really just
slid in and,
rode the hype?
Okay, so that leaves us with 3, 4, 5. Or no, sorry. 3, 5, and 6.
Well, I'm gonna take
We
4
have
off Conclave for now. Just
we have 3, 4, 5, and 6. I think this ends up also at. Wait, so what do we have left? Oh yeah, Sing Sing is out. So we have 3, 4, and 5. I think 5 ends up being where A Real Pain stops, because I don't think it has a real chance of being a Best Picture winner. But it's really, really, really good. It's one of my favorite of the year. And I don't know. I mean, do you, with your heart of hearts, believe that Conclave is the third best movie of the year, or it has the third best chance of winning?
yeah, for this purpose, yes, I do. Because
Sam, you're muted.
Never mind. Sorry about that.
The audio heard him, but his recording heard him, but we did not.
Yep.
What did you say?
I said, is Conclave like a movie that the Academy is gonna love, kind of thing like that?
Yeah,
it is because it's very much like a. I don't even know how it's like a men talking type of.
Yeah, it's like a 12 Angry Men kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
Mixed with like Mean Girls of all movies.
Mm-hmm.
Which is just like, it's so entertaining when really not a lot is happening. But like Ray Fiennes is so fucking good in this, and like the sound design is so good, the cinematography is so good. I just feel like it's one of these movies where like you sit down and like you don't even realize it, and it's just like it's over.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so then that leaves us at Conclave 3 and then Wicked 4. Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
I don't hate that. Yeah, I think that slides it in, and then that leaves us with The Brutalist as our Best Picture winner. Interesting. Well, does anyone have any other mentions here that they want to talk about?
I feel like I saw a lot of talk about September 5 or September 5th.
I have seen September 5.
I've never heard anything about it.
I just don't know anything. I mean, I know what it's about.
Well, yeah, I know what it's about,
but
too.
Like, there are stronger movies here at the lower end, I think.
Mm-hmm.
The only one that could throw this all off is if The Substance doesn't resonate once again.
Or Amelia Perez.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, this feels good. Well, we'll have to wait until March to find out. Or no, sorry, wait until the 17th to find out the nominees.
And
But
then we'll have
yeah,
a nice little reaction pod.
we shall. We'll do a nice little reaction to all of the official nominees, talk about who we think is going to win. But that's coming in a couple weeks. Next week's episode, we will be doing our Film Box Awards, our annual award show. So be on the lookout for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. But I think we're ready to wrap this episode up. So if you like this episode, leave a rating, subscribe, follow us on your favorite podcast platform. It helps us out. It means a lot. Tell your friends about it, Share it out. It helps us out a lot. You can follow us on socials. We're on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter and Blue Sky and Facebook and all of those places. So follow us on there. We're on I'm on Threads even. You can follow me on there and all that kind of stuff. Follow us on Letterboxd. You can check out our profiles in the show notes to see what we're watching when we're watching them. And also go to our website, firstpicturehouse.com, for new articles. We're writing reviews. We're doing content. Things are looking up. We got a lot of plans for 2025. So stay tuned for all of that. And Connor, you don't have anything for us this year. So
Nope.
With that, we are going to end it, and we will see you next time.
See ya.
See ya.